More than a century after the Titanic disappeared, a new mission begins.
A global team of experts gathers to locate the legendary ship. Advanced AI systems scan the ocean floor for any trace of the lost giant. Finally, a possible location appears.
The recovery mission begins immediately.
A massive recovery ship heads toward the target zone.
Elite divers prepare for one of the most dangerous missions ever.
Robotic explorers descend first into the dark abyss.
And then, something massive appears in the darkness.
And then, something massive appears in the darkness.
For the first time in decades, machines begin exploring the wreck.
For the first time in decades, machines begin exploring the wreck.
The giant bow still stands. A goat.
Back on the surface, the team watches history unfold. Now, the human team begins the descent.
Moments later, the divers reach the legendary ship. Inside the ship, time seems frozen. The remains of its once glorious halls still survive.
The next challenge? Bringing the Titanic back to the surface. A massive recovery operation is about to begin.
Gigantic steel cables begin descending into the dark depths. Gigantic steel cables begin descending into the dark depths. Deep underwater, divers secure the cables to the wreck. Robotic machines carefully clear fragile sections of the wreck. Giant lifting airbags begin inflating beneath the ship. For the first time in over a century, the Titanic moves.
After more than a century, the impossible begins to happen.
The legendary Titanic finally returns to the surface. A global mission watches history unfold. The ship shows the scars of time, but its legend survives.
Gigantic cranes now take the full weight of the ship.
Helicopters capture the moment for the world to see. For the first time since 1912, the Titanic is above water.
The next challenge, transporting the giant ship safely.
Carefully, the ship is placed onto the transport. The long journey to restoration begins. After the historic recovery, the Titanic arrives at a massive restoration shipyard. The legendary ship is moved into a giant dry dock. As the water drains, the full scale of the wreck becomes visible. Engineers begin a detailed inspection of the ship. Advanced scanning robots map every inch of the structure. Advanced scanning robots map every inch of the structure. Massive machines begin removing decades of rust and debris. Robotic welders start rebuilding the damaged structure. Inside the ship, its historic holes begin to return. Slowly, the Titanic regains its iconic appearance. After months of work, the legendary ship begins to look alive again.
Day and night. The restoration of the Titanic continues.
Entire sections of the ship are rebuilt using modern engineering. The famous Titanic deck slowly returns to its former glory. The ship's legendary funnels rise once again. Inside, the luxury of the Titanic begins to shine again. The heart of the Titanic is restored. The final layers of paint bring the ship back to life.
After months of effort, the impossible has been achieved.
The moment of truth is approaching. For the first time in over a century, the Titanic floats again.
After years of effort, the world gathers to witness history.
Millions around the world watch the historic moment. World leaders and officials arrive for the grand ceremony.
World leaders and officials arrive for the grand ceremony.
Today, we celebrate the return of a legend.
The Titanic stands proud once again.
And with this moment, the Titanic returns to history.
A celebration unlike anything the world has seen.
The Titanic prepares for its first voyage in over a century.
The legend of the Titanic begins a new chapter.